Namaste. This practice is an offering. It's an offering to what will come. This is our last long video practice of the Sangha. We're celebrating 3 years of commitment to practice, to love and action, and to community. So make this an offering to yourself, to your highest self, because together we can really make a difference in this world. Step onto our mat. And today I'm facing downstream because that's where we're headed. Warming up with some sun salutations. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Stretch the entire body. And exhale, fold. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, half back, lift up. And exhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Capture your breath in downward facing dog, waking up the breath, tuning into the breath. The breath also can teach us about offerings, about receiving and giving, about balancing our in and out. Step your feet back just a little bit so you can arrive in plank pose. Shoulders over the wrist. Big breath in. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, baby cobra, roll the heart up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward at the hands and step to the top of the mat. Take a breath in, hands up to your knees. Exhale, fold, soften the knees, and then reach your hands high up to the sky. Look up to the sky, and bring your hands into your heart center. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Making the movements beautiful as you reach your hands up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Feeling the body. Inhale, half back. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more big breath in and out. Roll forward to plank pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands up to your knees. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way high up to the sky. Open your heart. And then lower your hands down into your heart. Bring your awareness into your heart. Take a breath, feeling the chest. And exhale, release. Adding on this time. Lift the hands up. Make these movements beautiful. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back. And exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Softening through the knees if you haven't already. Melt the heart back to the thighs. Press through the knuckles. And let the head relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale, roll forward to plank. Big breath in. Body super strong. Lower it down. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Extend your right foot up high to the sky. Your right foot straight up behind you. Look back at your tippy toes. Your toes carry everything that you've done. And it's wonderful to have this memory of all the things we've accomplished. Bring your knee forward in between your hands. Foot lands on the ground. We're in high lunge. Look forward. Your hands can be on your blocks. Make sure you're nice and wide in your stance, and then reach your hands up high to the sky. Take a breath in. Now as you reach your fingertips up, you can think about the places that you're going. And in our heart center, hopefully we're being guided. Exhale, hands lower, right back down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Left foot extends up to the sky. Look back, look at your tippy toes. See him pointing up to the sky. Weightlessness in your memories, freedom to be here and now. Take another breath here. And then draw the foot forward in between your hands. Make sure you're in a nice high lunge. Soften through the knees, spine is long. When you're ready, hands reach up to the sky. Feel your fingers lifting, your heart lifting. By completing things, we create space for new things to come. Exhale, hands lower, back down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a long breath out. Roll forward to plank pose. Lower down onto your belly or maybe hover, Chaturanga Dandasana, into upward facing dog or baby cobra. Take a breath and send your hips back. Downward facing dog. Relishing this moment as you take deep, nourishing breaths. Becoming alive with each breath. More and more conscious of your experience. Look forward at your hands and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands up to your knees, and exhale, fold. Soften the knees and reach your hands up high to the sky. Take a big breath in, and exhale, lower your hands down to your heart center. Take a moment to look inside. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. Maybe you feel your body turn on. Open your eyes, soften your knees. Reach your hands forward, chair pose. Sitting in a little tiny chair, pull the low belly button in. Imagine you were squeezing your thighs in. Your arms are engaged, your face is soft. Hands to your heart center, deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the left, stay high. Keep pulling that right knee back. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left, pull the left knee back. Inhale, back to center, sitting in your little chair. Beautiful, straighten your legs, forward fold. Soften both knees, send the hips up high to the sky, and then reach your right foot up high behind you. Look back at your right toes and take 5 little lifts of the right leg. Beautiful, soften through the head and the face. Lower your right foot down, root through it and lift your left foot up. 5 little pulses of the left leg, looking back behind you. Lower the left foot down, soften through both feet, soften through both knees. Reach your hands up, we're back in chair pose, feeling your body. Take a breath. Hands to your heart center. Roll your shoulders up and down the back. We have one more twist on each side. Big breath in. Exhale, twisting to the left. You can stay high or lower it down and hook. Creating space in between your shoulder and your hip. Take a breath. Slowly untwist, hands come back to center, and move to the opposite side. Inhale, back to center. Find your feet. Release your hands, then straighten your legs, reaching your hands up to the sky this time. Firm up the muscles of your legs, squeeze, and then lean back ever so slightly. Thumbs move back. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Hips go back, belly pulls in, all the way down to the ground. Forward fold, shake out your head, making sure there's not any tension there. Soften the knees. Step or hop back to plank pose. In plank pose, shoulders are over your wrist, belly is strong, back is strong, arms are strong. Heart is soft. Beautiful. Lower down. Inhale, lift up. Take a breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your right foot high up to the sky behind you. And this time, bend the right knee. With your right knee high, take a few big circles of the knee, warming up the hip. Imagining you are opening to whatever is coming, which means releasing judgment of what you have going on right now. Lower the right foot down and lift the left foot up. Bend in the left knee. Take a couple of big circles. Circling, opening. Lower your foot right back down. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Child's pose. Drop the knees. Hips go back towards the heels. Take a moment to go inward. Close the eyes. Find the breath. Making this practice an offering. Offering everything you have. So then you're free to create new experiences, new realizations. Walk your hands over to the left, all the way off the left side of the mat. Right hand on top of the left, stretching through the side body. Feel your energy building. Smooth it out. Hands walk all the way through center, over to the opposite side. Left hand on top of the right. Slowly come back to center. Lift up onto your hands and your knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. Send your right foot back behind you. Bend the knee. Send the foot up to the sky and reach the head up to the sky. Tiny back bend here. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your knee down. Opposite side, left foot steps on top of the sky. Try and reach it really high. Press through the hands. Head lifts up to the sky. Take a breath in. Lower the left knee down to the ground. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Stand the right foot up to the sky. Drop forward in between your hands. Create a nice stable high lunge. And when you're ready, reach your hands up to the sky. Taking your time to arrive. From here, bring your hands down to your hips. Roll your shoulders up. Take your shoulders down the back. Round the spine. Lift the heart up. Opening the heart. Open the hands. Give it everything you have right here and right now as you lean back into this back bend. Slowly close the pose down. Hands lower down. Step back, downward facing dog. Left foot lifts to the sky and draw it forward in between your hands. Find a nice stable stance. When you're ready, lift up. Lifting up to the sky. Lower your hands down to your hips. Press your hips down. Reach your shoulders up. Take your shoulders down the back. Now make sure your belly is engaged here, and that's going to help you protect the low back as you roll back. As you roll back and open up. Your hands can be open to your sides. That usually helps. If they're straight, they sometimes get locked by the shoulders. When you're ready, big deep back bend, opening up the heart. Beautiful. Slowly release. Hands come down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Lengthen out the spine. Wiggle your hips left and right. Roll forward to plank pose. Top of a push-up. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Reach your right foot back up to the sky. Draw it forward and then take it wide. Take it all the way wide and drop your back knee down. Left hand stays on the ground. Right hand reaches to the right knee. Twisting. Check in with your shoulders. Loosen them up. Loosen up the shoulders. Sending them down the back as you begin to twist back behind you. Take a big breath. Feel the expansion out in front of the heart. This is the offering. Slowly release. Step it back, downward facing dog. Extend the left foot up to the sky and draw it forward. We're going to bring it wide to the outside of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Here, you can always use a block. Right hand stays rooted in the center of the heart, center of the mat. Left hand sweeps up. Slowly acknowledge what you feel on this side. Sometimes we get locked in the back, sometimes we get locked in the legs. Take big breaths to help create space. Creating space for something new to shift in your body and your mind and your life. Take a deep breath. Lift the heart open. Slowly and gently release. Both hands come down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together so they touch and step your feet closer towards your hands. Soften in the knees. Then step your hands one step closer back to your feet. You're in this little short downward facing dog. Lift up high onto your tippy toes. Your belly is reaching in towards your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your heels over to the right. Look to the left. Breath out. Tiny twisting, opening of the left side of the body. Reach up, back up high onto your tippy toes, and then heels drop the other way. Look underneath the right armpit. Take a breath. Slowly come back and up. Drop your knees down to the ground. Check in with your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Place your wrists underneath your shoulders. Lift the right foot back. Look forward. Then bend the knee, sending the foot high to the sky. Keep kicking it high to the sky. Use your butt cheek. Use your back. Beautiful. Release. Other side. Left foot kicks to the sky, rounding in the back. Press through the hands, lift the head up to the sky. Slowly release. Send the knees back, lower onto the belly. Find yourself down on the bottom, on your belly. Wiggle left and right. And then you can stick your butt up and squeeze your inner thighs together. Then lower your pubic bone back down, root through the pubic bone. When you're ready, shoulders roll up and down the back. Inhale, lift up. Flying hands, flying legs. Lifting as high as you can. Find your breath here. With your next breath, lift a little higher. And exhale, lower down. Take a moment and relax. Slowly come back to center. Squeeze your legs. Find your back. When you're ready, lifting up with the arms and the legs. This time, if you wish, you can reach your hands forward. Imagine you're holding a big beach ball. Take a big breath, long and strong. Use the breath to help you sustain the posture, giving it everything you have. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Turn your head the opposite direction. Okay, our third and final round is coming up. Take a moment to first soften through the belly. And then in a moment, we'll use the abdomen, we'll use our belly to help us lift up into a back bend. For this third round, if you wish, you can grab your ankles. If that's not available to you, do one of the other variations. Turn your head back to center. If you can, reach back and grab your ankles. Squeezing shoulder blades together, squeezing knees together. When you're ready, kick back and up, lifting up, maybe even rocking forward and back to give yourself more height. Beautiful. Breathe. Open. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Lowering it down. Release the feet. Soften onto your belly. You can bring your hands up to your shoulders. Press through the hands. Send the hips back. Take a puppy pose, a nice long spine. Then lift up into downward facing dog. Find your breath in downward facing dog. Try and smooth yourself out. Look forward at your hands and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands up to knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands reach up high to the sky. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. This is a moment for you to stand in mountain. Take a deep breath. Let the breath go. Notice how when we hold on to our breath, it's like we're holding on to control. One of the tools for releasing anxiety is to take long exhalations. Beautiful. Open your eyes. Release your hands down to your side, standing in mountain. Look down at your feet. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. Lift up your toes. Squeeze the muscles of the legs, standing nice and tall. You can close your eyes once again. Feeling your energy lifting up. Beautiful. Open your eyes, hands to the heart. Send your right foot back behind you. Look straight down. Use the muscles of the back that you just found to lift yourself up and out of this warrior 3 pose. You can reach your hands forward if you wish, or back by your sides. Take a breath. And then exhale, fold. Hands come down, standing splits. Extend your toes high to the sky. You can even look back behind you, reaching up, high, high, high. Beautiful. Lower the foot down. Soften through the knees. Reach the hands up, chair pose. Finding your legs, standing tall. Then straighten your legs, mountain. Deep breath in and out. Root through your right foot. Send your left foot back behind you. Looking down. Can press through the hands to lift the back up. Send your hands forward if you wish. Deep breath in. Exhale, standing splits. Hands lowered down. Tuck the chin. Reach through the toes. Giving it everything you have. Make this an offering. Exhale, lower your foot down, listen carefully. Bend in the knees, drop in the hips, and reach the hands forward. Chair pose. Deep breath in and out. Hands to the heart. Straighten the legs. Squeeze the muscles of the legs. Reach the hands up to the sky. Take a standing back bend. Thumbs move back. Heart lifts up. Exhale, neutralize the spine. Hands move back to your heart center. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more. Slowly step your left foot back. Left foot back, we're moving into triangle pose. So right toes are going to rotate towards the front of the mat. Left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Hands on your hips. Look up at the sky and then tip over the front leg. Once you've tipped, open up the arms. Stretching through the arms. Take a deep breath in. See if you can look up at the sky. The space allows miracles to come. Transformation, things we can't see. Slowly lower it down. Hands lower down. Melt over the front leg and step the back foot in a little bit closer, turning your toes a little further forward. Left hand stays down on the inside or the outside of the foot. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Feel the steadiness that comes from your practice, your connection to yourself. Slowly release. Can walk your hands all the way around to the center of the mat and then hands to the hips and hinge up to standing. Take triangle the other direction. Left toes out, right foot parallel. Squeeze the muscles of the legs and then tip down, tipping down. Keep both side bodies long and then open up through the arms. Take a breath in and a breath out. And a deep breath in and a long breath out. Beautiful. Close the pose. Hands come down. Here you can step that back foot in a little bit closer, melting over the front leg. Make sure the head and the shoulders are relaxed. When you're ready, right hand can be on the inside of the foot or the outside of the foot. Sweep the left hand up to the sky. Revolve triangle. Twisting the heart. Take a deep breath. Feeling the stretch through the hip. If you continue to anchor back through your heel. This is a great stretch for the IT band and a purification of the ego. Slowly release, hand comes down. Can walk your hands back to the center of the mat, turning your toes in. Hang in this forward fold for just a moment. And then inhale, hands to your hips and hinge up to standing. And step your feet in and take a moment to let the energy move through the body, through the hips, through the legs, and into the earth. Beautiful. We finished our standing postures and our balance postures. Let's lower down onto the back. Can simply come down however you wish. And once you're down on the back, hug the knees into the chest and rock to the left and to the right. Feeling the body, feeling the hips. Beautiful. Lower your left foot down and cross your right ankle over your knee. Reach back behind your leg. Pull the leg in. Take a few deep breaths. Traveling inside of the body. If you wish, you can straighten your left foot up to the sky. Bend your knee if it was straight. Open up your arms and keep your legs the same, but drop them over to the left. Maybe your right foot will even touch the earth. This is a slightly different twist. You can bring your hand to your knee, especially if this knee needs lots of love. Stabilizing it in space as you open up through the hip. Take a deep breath. Slowly and gently release. Right foot lowers down, left ankle over your knee. Reach back behind your leg, hooking hands behind your leg. Draw the leg in. Take a breath. Try and move inside of the body with the breath. Sometimes can be helpful to imagine you're gathering up any stress or tension and then exhaling, releasing it from the body completely once and forever. You can straighten your right foot if you wish, right leg up to the sky. Keep breathing, maybe drawing the leg in a little bit closer and using your elbow to press out so the hip opens even more. Once again, bend the knee if it was straight, and this time your legs drop over to the right. Dropping over to the right. You can make any micro adjustments you need to help you really embrace this twist. Maybe you even want to give your hip some healing touch, some nourishment. Take a breath in and out. And in and out. Slowly release. Both feet back on the ground. Keep the knees bent. Find your feet. Really work them into the earth. And then when you're ready, press down through the feet. Lift the hips up. Walk the shoulder blades underneath the body. Taking bridge pose, you can interlace your hands back behind you. Lifting up. Expose your heart up to the sky. Feel the space around you, the space you're moving into with these new beginnings, with these completions that you make every moment simply by being present. When you're present with what's happening, it doesn't leave a trace. You experience things fully. Deep breath in and out. Slowly and gently release. Lower down onto your back. Take a moment, pause. If you have full wheel in your practice, you're welcome to do it for the second round. Otherwise, come into bridge again. When you're ready, pressing through the feet to lift up, or if you're coming into full wheel, hands by your shoulders. Root to the top of the head and then lift up, heart to the sky. Find your breath and smooth it out. Lowering down when you're ready. Gently arriving on your back. Palms face the sky. Straighten your legs. Shavasana allows us to have completion. It's like the period at the end of the sentence. We allow our body to completely rest and relax. So everything that moved in our practice can settle into the perfect space for you. Let your body relax. Let your heart open. Take one more gentle breath and melt just a bit more. Then from this soft place, wiggle your fingers and your toes. bend in the knees and roll over onto your side. Press up into a seat, lifting yourself up. Hands float to the heart. Om has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Let's close this practice by chanting the mantra Om, acknowledging the completion and the opening. And of course, all the spaces in between. Take a cleansing breath. Inhale for Om. Namaste.